Hey, what's going on? Thanks for watching this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to create the best converting TikTok ads in 2023. So for the past year in 2022, we have run many TikTok campaigns and TikTok ads. Along the way, we have made many mistakes and also learned many lessons that we think will be helpful for your brand to crush TikTok ads in 2023. So, a little bit about ourselves. I run a TikTok ad agency, and specifically, we help e commerce brands to not only reduce cost of acquisitions, but also diversify into TikTok platform. Yeah, so with that out of the way, let's dive straight into the content today. So first, before we kind of go into the ads section, let's talk about the platform as a whole. So TikTok is still relatively new, in my opinion, and many brands haven't yet really grasped this platform. So definitely the first thing we need to establish is TikTok is not Facebook, is not Instagram, meaning the things that you think work on the other platforms or the ads that run really well on the other platform, not necessarily. And I'm confident to say that probably 90% of the time will not work on TikTok. And the second part is, at least as what we are seeing and right now, Facebook and Instagram are really becoming more and more similar to TikTok. They are all trying to push short form content, and they are really ramping up the organic side of things. And the third is, since TikTok has already built its own ecosystem, it's very unique in terms of its culture, humor, and values. So right off the bat, a couple of things. So first, videos on TikTok are more exaggerated and more stimulating, because the whole point of really all these social media platforms are just for you to keep continuing to watch the content, to stay on the platform longer, so they can push you ads. So to in order to keep people entertained, all the videos need to be really like right up there. So that's why they are more stimulating in nature. And second is, which goes hand in hand with the second point, which is they are naturally more fast paced. To keep people entertained, you need things to move, to change all the time. That's how people are are kind of fixated on things, is when the things are changing all the time. So you definitely want to utilize jump cuts, fast transitions, just to keep the ad or the video entertaining. And that also kind of leads to the third point, which is you do not want to have a single frame last more than 3 seconds. 3 seconds, in my opinion, is already long enough. And if you really keep one single frame out more than 3 seconds, you will lose probably 90% of the people there, and they will just scroll right past. And last point, the comment section is very much the cherry on top, because as marketers, we love to really get the first-hand feedback from customers, and really the comment section inside TikTok give us that, and that's why we love to just hang out in the comment sections and to understand what people did not like or like about certain product or brand. So yeah, so that's basically a brief summary about the platform. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. And next, let's move on to the second point, which is let's go over what does not work on TikTok. So I kind of already touched on this, and if you have tried to run TikTok ads using the existing ads that you're running on Facebook, you probably already realize this, which is non-native TikTok ads will not work, such as static images, studio shots, highly produced commercials, or GIFs. So none of that work, and I'm pretty confident to say that they will not work in 2023. So just if you want to test out TikTok, just scratch that. Don't even think about reusing those ads. Just make your own ones. And so which we will get into in the next section. But I wanted to give you a brief a, a sneak peek into what actually works in TikTok. So definitely the first thing is the more personal, the more native, which means if all the ads must be shot on your phones. So that's the first thing. And the second is UGC ads, kind of where just the creators talking to the camera and sharing their experiences. So UGC ads. And it's just ads that really kind of either talk about an experience or story. That kind of ads also work. So just anything that look like it's made by a marketing department or a marketing team, such as a product images kind of carousel, those ads definitely will not work. Cool. So let's get into the meat of this video then. So what are some of the things that you need to know in order to create high converting TikTok ads in 2023? So first thing first, as we already said it, you want to film everything on your phone. You must film everything on your phone. Definitely, because first thing first, TikTok is run on is a phone app, and everything will be in vertical format. I know TikTok has a desktop version, but rarely anyone uses it. So you just need to prioritize and understand everything will be in vertical format done. And in terms of the quality, we always ask our creators to be filming content in these 1080p and 60 fps, because the higher the quality of the video, the better it performs. Then the second thing is the environment setup. So first, lighting is super important. We have run many test experiments before, and I am here to tell you, lighting is a one of the key major factors that we realize that actually determines the results. When the ad has poor lighting, such as the product is very dark or the creator is very in a very terrible dark place, it does not perform. So you must have great lighting, whether you use the natural light or a ring light, whatever, just make sure the lighting is great. And appropriate clothing and tidy background. So the purpose really is just to not have anything distracting in the background or anything besides what you want to tell the audience. So now we have the correct setup in place. Let's talk about the actual content. When we break down a content, definitely the first thing we look at is the hook. You probably already know this, but just want to iterate, since this is the most important thing, is you must have a good converting hook in order to have success on TikTok. And hook really determines 80% of the performance. And the way when we create a new content is we will spend 90% of your time crafting the hook, and not only just creating one version of the hook, we will create multiple versions so that we're able to test them out in different campaigns and to understand what worked the best. Cool. So that will be the hook of the video. You must have a good hook in order to perform well. And second, we can also already touch on this, which is you need to use jump cuts and transitions between clips. No exceptions. All ads that perform well that we have run are all very fast paced, very stimulating, and very engaging. We utilize different jump cuts, different transitions, and in terms of the video lengths, we found the videos between 20 to 25 seconds is our sweet spot. So definitely keep the video punchy and short. And next, you want to do all the video editings after you got the raw footage from the creators inside either TikTok app itself, or you use the CapCut, which is an editing app that is owned actually by TikTok. So so again, want to do the text overlays or add popular sound all in those platforms. And next, you need to have a strong CTA. We are running ads. We're not really doing an organic video where we don't really need to have a call to action for people to do in terms of the next steps. However, for ads, we have a specific goal here to accomplish, which is we want customers to click into the website. However, we noticed that people don't, some customers of the people really actually will already click on the link before you have the call to action. However, it's still nice to have. You want it to feel complete inside an ad to have all these sections, so you need to have a strong CTA in the end. So just in terms of the structure of the video, those are some of the things that we realize are the most important key factors that really determines the success. And the next is TikTok is also a very trend heavy platform, meaning trends come and go. And when you are able to catch and identify trends early on and incorporate that into your ads, that will really amplify the performance of your ads. So be sure, if you want to run TikTok, be sure to have someone on your team to really have a great understanding of the platform by going on there every day, at least, or three times a week at least, to really understand what's going on the platform, since things change so fast there. And next is, as we already know, after iOS 14.5, brands start to wake up to the fact that, okay, cool, creatives actually are the most important thing when it comes to paid advertising. Is not how you wanted to structure the ad campaigns, how you wanted to do the targeting in multiple different assets. That's no longer it. The goal is really to use, so rather than doing very highly targeted audience targeting. Instead, you wanted to do broad targeting, and then you will use your video as the targeting tool to qualify and identify the customers that resonate with your brand. So what we would do is typically we will call out the ideal customer in our videos, either in the hook or in the early few seconds of the video. And that has really worked well in our experience. So definitely be sure to really test out things that not only just work in general for all audiences, but also have a few different hooks that just specifically target one type of audience, so that you can just use your creative as the targeting tool. Yeah, so far we have gone over everything that I think will really help you to create the best converting TikTok ads in 2023. And so now you probably have a basic understanding, but the learning will really not complete unless you really start to look at, okay, so these are some of the good performing ads that are running on TikTok. So here are some of these sources and platforms where our team also utilize to really get a better understanding and just learn from the best ads continuously. So the first one is definitely the TikTok App Center. I could not recommend this platform enough. It is owned by TikTok, and you can basically see many of the top performing and popular ads on TikTok, and just to get a better understanding of what are some of the ads that are currently running. And as you notice, so you can not only type in brand or product keywords. So if your brand is in skincare, just simply type in skincare, then you will see all these similar brands, creatives that they are running on TikTok. And this is really the best way to study your competitors. And I recommend, so just set the region to where you're targeting, and the objective, I always like to set it as conversions. So it's not any other. So it doesn't give you poor quality type of ads, since conversion is almost the hardest one to achieve. And usually, I would like to also set likes to the top 1 to 20% or the top 21 to 40%, because what we realize is whether you some of the ads may not necessarily are converting, but for some reason TikTok will still like to include them. So be sure. So the way we identified actually best performing ads is not only through how many likes they got, but also how many. So let's just look at an example and to understand what I mean by this. So this is a perfect example when it comes to actually an ad that performs. As you can see, it has 1,000 likes and 200 comments. So based on my experience, pretty much you can already know that this ad works. And if specifically, if you click on conversions, yeah, you can see it's really at the top 1% of the industry average. So you know this ad really did well. And just to check the objective, yeah, you can see they have product sales and conversions. So this is a great ad. So be sure to really go through many multiple ads that on this platform to in order to get a pretty good understanding and just of how it actually works. And the second way we like to use is just scrolling through TikTok and just look at the ads that are being served to you. And most likely those ads are really performing already, and you can really see some of the best ads currently running on the platform. And that's really and many times we have seen incredibly great ads just by organically searching and just scrolling through the platform. So definitely this is also a great way to look at best ads. And lastly, I will show this actually on my phone to in order to get access to the TikTok ad experience specialist. So this is how you are able to be actually be be provided with endless ads that are currently running on TikTok and just kind of get a sense of what's working or not. But the only downside about this is you will not be able to type in a specific industry that you wanted to target or you wanted to look at. So it's going to be a pretty random process where TikTok will just serve you random ads. So I will drop in the link here about how you can actually get access to this right now. Okay, cool. So finally, let's talk about. Okay, cool. So then that's basically much it about on the topic of how to create the best converting TikTok ads in 2023. And of course, this is a pretty high level overview. And first, and I will actually also create more videos to go in depth in each part. And also just let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see when it comes to creating best converting ads in 2023 on TikTok. And in terms of the next video, I would like to go a little bit deeper into how to source and find the best UGC creators for your ads, since UGC will play a big, important role in your overall content. And you definitely want to understand where to source and find UGC creators. So be sure to follow so that you can catch the next video when I release it. Okay, cool. So that's basically it for this video. I'll see you next time.